This is a Fatal 4 podcast.
A burrito going in.
Trick is a little frustrated because Trick should be champion right now. Trick should have made history. Oh, wait a minute. And right now he's gonna have to take it out on this young man here, Miles Bourne, who is very, very talented.
It's time to look at tonight's NXT recap presented by Progressive. And a nice drop kick from Miles Bourne.
He didn't get all of it, though. He didn't get all of it.
Well, Kringle my jingle. It's time for the Did Get All of It podcast. Hello, everyone. Merry holidays. I think we got one more show in us before we're like off for the holidays, but it's the Christmas spirit. We got jingle bells and Batman smelling some pumpkin pie myself. Got some in the refrigerator right now. Hey, coming down here to deck them halls, it's also B-Rob is here.
I would like to say that it is a potent ass pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie that you got in your refrigerator that you can smell it while it's in there.
just wafting through the apartment like it's, like in cartoons when the scent trails like stick up your nose and like drag you into the next room. It's like that.
Yes.
It is calling my name.
Introduce the next guy because I got a question for the both of you.
Okay, well, Kody, with your nose so red and bright, won't you guide this podcast tonight? It's Kody Carlson.
That's right, I am, and I'm ready to take over Earth and still kick in your anus.
What is that from?
I understood that reference.
Thank you.
What is that from?
Tell him. John
Noah
Cena
must not have gotten his doctorate in thugonomics yet.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, you should at least get basic thugonomics. You should take that course.
I will say I have not seen any of the thugonomics era of John Cena. I have not watched any of. I haven't seen any of that era. I've seen like
that
clips, but I haven't watched like a solid like segment of any of that era.
You haven't seen the best
Cena.
John Cena? That's crazy. You have some homework to do, young man.
I guess so. Well,
we need to bring back Noah's old wrestling corner.
We might get into the implications of the ability to whether or not I'll be able to do that anymore in an upcoming segment.
Yeah.
But yeah, how's everyone's weekends? Did y'all do anything crazy?
I stayed alive, so that's good.
I ate the SpongeBob Krabby Patty at Burger King.
What? Did you get the whole meal? Did you get the Dole Whip?
No, I did get the like pineapple thing and gave it to my girlfriend. I did not the like Patrick Star cake and the Mr. Krabs testicles or whatever didn't sound appealing, so I just got the burger. That thing is frighteningly yellow.
No. How long ago did you have this burger?
This was actually yesterday.
Okay, so has it come full circle yet? What the poop's looking like?
Have I pooped today? Oh yeah, no, I pooped this morning. Yeah. No, I think it was normal.
You think it was?
I think so.
That's a funny question to ask, but also that's like a fair question to ask. I feel like that's a question that like almost anyone has asked themselves at some point.
Well, so
oh man, I thought you saw the picture after I asked that. I thought you just sent a picture of your poop. I was like, what the fuck?
I have that too. I take a photograph of all of my poops. I have an entire folder on my phone. It's just
man, you know you just put it in the box. Put it in the box and send it to your doctor.
No, yeah, it was very yellow, but it was fine. I mean, it's just a Whopper, but it's just like, I don't know. I've had their other like gimmick Whoppers before where they're like purple bun or black bun or orange bun.
I like the Spider-Man one being good.
Yeah, the red bun. That was fine.
Yeah.
I like the angry Whopper.
Something about it, man. It's just like, it's so yellow. Like I thought the idea was that it's a Krabby Patty, and like the pictures look like the Krabby Patty from the show. This looks like I was eating SpongeBob's ass.
you very
often
might
pillowy, like you would imagine.
Yeah, you also very might have been. I'm looking at this thing.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
I actually, well, speaking of gimmick fast food meals, I had the Five Nights at Freddy's meal from Popeyes.
Oh boy.
And I would say that was like about as disappointing as your
The movies?
description of the, well, that too, but as your description of the Krabby Patty meal, and that it was like, it's chicken strips, but they've been like tossed in like a garlic Parmesan coating,
Interesting.
like a rub, not a sauce. And
I like a good rub. I like a good dry rub.
yeah, and they give you like some marinara sauce, because it also comes with like cheesy bites.
Interesting.
But I don't know. I found it all to be pretty underwhelming, and I'm a mark for like gimmicky fast food meals. Usually, it also is supposed to come with a little cupcake thing that you get to eat, but ours didn't get that for some reason. I guess they just didn't have them in stock at the Popeyes I went to. But I did look up someone eating it on TikTok, and it seemed pretty like not even up to the standards of like a Popeyes dessert. It seemed like it was just like, yeah, it's sugary and it's cake. Not really anything else to say about it.
Sugary cake.
Kind of wet.
Ooh.
Well, this is what you want. You want some moist cake in your mouth.
Yeah. What kind of fast food you been eating, B-Rob?
Mod pizza.
Pizza's all right.
I don't know what that is.
You have never been to Mod Pizza?
It's pretty much the Subway of pizza. You have
You
it.
get a
I
pizza
don't think we
artist
have
to
those.
make you a pizza.
Yeah, it
We
might
have
also.
Blaze Pizza. I've heard of that.
It also might
That's
be
kinda
known as a pizza artista or crust.
Oh, I love Guardians of the Galaxy.
What?
He said Dave Bautista.
Okay.
Didn't he?
No,
No, I didn't hear that.
But
I heard
anyway,
crust.
yeah, there's a place called like Crust or something like that. It's kind of similar, I believe. You just get in line like Salada or some shit and tell them what you want on your pizza.
I don't think they have salada on the East Coast. I think that's just a Southern
I don't know-
Texas thing.
I don't know any of the words that you guys are saying.
I think
Yeah.
it's actually a like Houston owned business, or maybe Dallas. I want to say it's like the Subway of salads. It's or Chipotle.
Why are there so many Subways up? Fuck.
I was just about to say that.
That frog ripped me off.
Well, folks, you guys are listening to the Subway of podcasts. Welcome to Didn't Get All of It.
I like that kind of.
That's what we like to
hey,
say here.
But we didn't touch kids though.
On
Jeez.
we definitely didn't diddle any kids. Let's get that out there. By the way, speaking of wrestlers turned actors, I also
MJF?
this weekend. No, I
Oh.
also this weekend went and saw Zootopia 2, starring
So did
none
I.
other than Roman Reigns and CM Punk.
Was it?
I
Was
would
that?
say you could
was
barely tell it was them.
Yeah, I was about to say.
They were
Was,
both doing
was,
a
was,
voice.
yeah, was that clip like that? Like in and out?
Yeah, it's okay. So, I mean, like, if you haven't seen Zootopia 2, I don't even want to say spoiler warning because it's like really spoils nothing. But the Zebros that Punk and Roman Reigns play are so relevant to the film. Like, you could completely remove them and it would change nothing about the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know why they were in it. They say all of maybe like 5 lines the whole movie.
I was
And
about
most
to say.
of them are bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was going to ask, like, what was it in comparison to Samuel L. Jackson and The Rock in the other guys? But I feel like they did
far
more
less.
than them two.
Yeah. No, Rock and Jackson were much more prevalent and actually like drove the plot. The Zebros are just there for
They
like
just
a bit.
drove the car.
Yeah. But great movie. Really, really good.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
no, I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, the first one was good. I just
The first one, I will die on this hill, is the greatest animated film of all time. It is a
Oh my God.
masterpiece.
Hmm.
It is a perfect film. So
Okay.
the second one had a lot to live up to in my eyes, and it didn't quite meet those expectations, but it was still very, very, very good.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I do love the first Zootopia. I saw it like I think 2, maybe 3 times in theaters. I can't remember. We loved it when that first came out. And Zootopia 2, I was pretty skeptical going in because Disney loves doing sequels lately and they aren't always great.
Right.
But I feel like, this one, they did it's so funny. Like the jokes were like, they just, really played on rules of 3. The jokes really built on each other. It was really good.
It was very funny and very heartwarming and touching and prevalent and poignant. It was good. Very good.
So, if you have, I would like your opinions on it. Have you seen the Sing franchise?
I've only seen the first one.
What you think about that?
I've only seen the Elton John singing gorilla. I think it's an all right movie. It's not, amazing, but it's a like fun little time.
Very well,
especially if you have kids.
I think one of the greater animated movies of its time was Chicken Little. I love that movie.
What?
That's a take.
Insane.
Oh, you don't like Chicken Little?
The movie that most people associate with like the destruction of the 2D department of Disney's animation.
What? That don't make it not a good movie though. Just because it had some ramifications backstage doesn't mean it wouldn't get up front in the theater. I like that movie. I seen it actually. What? So what? You don't like it because it fucked up the studio?
No, it's also just. Granted, I haven't seen it since I was like 11.
All right, that's probably. I seen it as an adult.
When Noah was 11.
Yeah, go on without me. Just leave me some chips, a little bit of ammo, some water if you got some.
Well, you're
not being a massive Chicken Little mark. It was not on my bingo card.
I did have a question for y'all though. So, I found out something, and I just never paid attention my whole fucking life. So, I was microwaving some stuff. I had my nose procedure, right? So I have to flush my nose out with the little nose spray solution and shit. So I warm up the water in the microwave and whatnot. You can't let it run too long because it'll fucking melt the bottle or the shit explodes. So you turn it on, let it heat up a little bit, stop it, let it cool, and, just kind of like cycle it, right? So I did not know until the other day, 43 years old, that when you start the microwave, the dish spins one way. And then when you stop it and start it again, it spins the opposite way. Did anybody know this? Yeah. So when the tray that rotates the item in the microwave, when you start it, it'll spin either clockwise or counterclockwise. And then whenever you stop it and you start it again, it spins the opposite way.
That doesn't sound right.
You never, what?
Now, what about if you're in Australia? What does it do?
I don't know. It might go up freaking like horizontal and shit, vertical or whatever. Nah, but like for real, I did not know this. And then when I went to my wife, I was like, hey, did you know this and this and this? She's like, she said it like, duh, motherfucker. Like, everybody knows this. This is common knowledge and shit.
I'm gonna have to look at my microwave the next time I do something. I did notice, like I've heard this wisdom recently that you're supposed to put stuff in the microwave at the edge of the plate, because that's how the microwaves aren't shooting at the center of the plate; they're like shooting like around it. So to get like, you're supposed to put whatever you want heated up at the edge, so it's like properly like receiving the microwaves.
Okay.
Radiation. That's what I heard.
Okay. So
I guess now we know what the R in Rated R Superstar stands for. Radiation. Because you put it on the edge.
Ha! Also, so everyone listening has homework. Go check your microwaves. See if they spin.
Yeah, everybody listening, put your phone in the microwave and record a video of your food from inside the microwave.
Please
and
don't
then
do that.
send it to us at fatal4pod.com. Which, by the way, you can go to find our Patreon.
Thank you, Kody.
Yeah. See what I did there? I'm a professional. That's right, folks. If you're enjoying this podcast or any of the podcasts that we put out for free, show us some love and support and get rid of those pesky ads by joining Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
For just $3 a month, you get ad-free episodes and full access to an exclusive Discord where stuff's happening all the time.
Yes, well worth the price of admission. If you come in and you be a part of Discord, you probably won't be able to get into it now, but if we do another one, and I'm pretty sure they will, we're doing like a music bracket tournament thing in the music section of our Discord or whatever. So we got to like pick songs according to the category, and we vote on which one's the best. And your prize is you're good. I guess we picked your awesome songs or some shit. I don't know. Come join. You have to come. I'm doing it injustice by talking about it. You have to come see it for yourself. Join the Patreon. Join the Discord.
Also, I think I'm in third place right now in that thing.
I'm in last because I'm always bad at this shit. I don't use logic. I use my heart.
Yeah, the problematic faves category. That was kind of a
what, me? How you know it's me?
Because it says who picked the songs after you done voted.
Afterwards. Okay. What did I pick? You can tell.
What's his face? McDonald or whatever. The super conservative rap guy.
Yeah, it's controversial. I did not know. I just heard
know what?
I didn't know like his problematic stuff. That's why I put it in the problematic song category.
You're supposed to know how problematic
like his
they
whole,
are. That's the whole
isn't that
point.
like his whole gimmick?
Yes.
Look, I don't know this dude from Adam. I heard this one song that I posted. That's the only thing that I knew about him ever. And then I blanked it from my mind. And then he did a fucking video with damn Roseanne and shit about MAGA. And I was like, oh, fuck, what have I done?
One of the many things that he's posted that's very problematic.
But like I said,
sorry, folks,
I don't
join
know.
our Patreon and come watch B-Rob get canceled in live time.
In live time.
In live time.
Yeah.
What else did he do? Tell me. Educate me.
The list is too long.
Okay. All right.
Instead,
We'll get to it
Kody,
later.
why don't you educate us about the news?
Yeah, let's do that. Folks, I think all of us here on this show are big advocates for physical media.
Oh, yeah.
And now more than ever, because streaming is taking over and it doesn't look too good. Peacock is losing the WWE library.
Yep.
At the end of this month. So get them while you can. Watching all those old WCW pay-per-views and ECW shows and things like that, because we don't know where it's going. There's been some reports that some of the WWE library will slowly be rolled out onto their various YouTube channels, including WWE Vault.
Yeah.
Which is great because that's free.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's cool. But I'm really worried because sometimes I just want to watch old wrestling. And I won't be able to do that as easily.
And then, like, to speak in stead of Paul or whatever, I mean, he said it perfectly. Like, we were spoiled by the WWE network when we had it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I miss it so much.
Man, it's crazy, too, because I remember, like, I used to complain about the WWE network.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Like, there were certain things about it that were annoying. Like, it was not very easy to just... Like, I wish you could have just watched events in order. Like,
Yeah.
you know, sit and watch Raw and then the SmackDown from that week and then watch the pay-per-view. Like, there were things like quality of life stuff that I complained, like, oh, why don't we have that? And like the search function sucked. Like, I should be able to type in CM Punk and just find CM Punk matches. Like, there was a lot of things that I complained about with that service, and looking back now, it was so good, and
Yes.
I really took it for granted and did not use it enough. It was $9.99 a month, and you got everything plus
and
original programming.
And the bonus shit. And what was crazy about it, like all the things we did complain about, they fixed it at the end, and then they got rid of it.
Yeah, I got like the ultimate version of that service, I guess, because I didn't start. I think the first pay-per-view I subscribed for on WWE Network was like NXT Takeover Chicago. Like it was like 2020, like February, I think, was like the first time I subscribed to the WWE Network. And then it was like a year after that is when the Peacock deal went through. So,
and know what was crazy about it is just like, for a time, because it didn't like stop completely. It just stopped being available to us in the United States. So like people overseas and everything can still access and use the WWE Network. So what was cool about it for a little while, you could do this. You could still log into it. You couldn't view anything, but you could still use the search browser. So like if I wanted to see a certain CM Punk match, it'll populate with your results and it would take you to Peacock where it was.
Interesting.
So that was wild, but then it just like kaputzi for United States and shit.
Yeah. It's such a shame. Like I really wish it could just come back. I would gladly pay $9.99. I would even pay like up to $15 if it had everything. Like I just want to over the summer I really wanted to just sit down and I was like, I never watched WCW in its heyday. Like there's a lot of it that I, have seen over the years, but a lot of it I missed, and I want to just sit down and start watching WCW. And I go into Peacock to like find old Nitros, and they're just not there. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, okay, let me watch some Raws instead. Don't exist. Like on Peacock right now, it's like I think random like 2001 Raws or something are on there, and like some more modern stuff, but there's so much of it missing.
Yeah, and that's the same with their YouTube page too, because like they have an official WCW page on YouTube, but it's not chronological. It's just like a bunch of random stuff.
Yeah, from like that's the thing. So
history.
Yeah, they just kind of been using it as a theme or whatever. So like, if AJ Styles is going on his retirement tour, they'll just start uploading random AJ Styles stuff and his various spots and whatnot. So they just been kind of rolling it out like that. They haven't had like, all right, this is the dump from 99 to 2002. This is the dump from 2002 and everything like that, which they took their time. Yeah. It took their time for the WWE Network to even get their stuff in their own archive. But like you said, when they made that transition to Peacock, they're just like, yeah, I ain't going through all that bullshit again.
Yeah. I don't know. I hope when the Peacock deal's up that they can just dump everything on YouTube or wherever it ends up being. But like,
yeah, well, because the rights are just so
all of it
all over the place right now, because like, Netflix has the rights to Raw, and who knows if Disney and ESPN will even care to put any of that stuff on ESPN.
And then it probably lapsed then too, because Hulu held a lot of their live content for a long time too, but I don't even think that's a thing anymore.
It's not. That's how I used to watch NXT.
Yeah,
it's not there anymore.
The condensed 30-minute versions of the shows and shit.
Yeah, dire states. And it might get even worse, because I think, although this is kind of a bigger than wrestling news story, I think it's relevant enough that we can talk about WB, where Warner Brothers Discovery is up for sale, and Netflix and Paramount are the two leading companies.
Yeah, they're kind of trading back and forth right now as far as what their bid is.
So from like me looking at it from the outside, from what I understand is Netflix was like, here's the bid, let's do the deal. And Warner Brothers was like, all right, bet, let's do it. And they started going into the process, and then Paramount geeked in at the last minute and was like, here's $10 extra billion on top of what they was trying to give you, and fucked up the whole deal.
Yeah. And this is like, to be clear, this is like a hostile takeover. Like, I feel like after this goes through, there might be some sort of court hearing, like to determine, is this legal? Like, is this okay to do? Like in kind of in a similar way that when Xbox acquired Activision for video games.
And it's so much so that President Trump is getting involved.
Yeah.
Personally. It's because of like the Skydance portion of it or whatever, because him and Skydance had some issues or whatever, because they was trying to acquire some shit too. And they had like a lawsuit between Trump and the goddamn Skydance or whatever. So it's just like, yeah, hands in the cookie jar.
Yeah. And the weird thing is from what I understand is that like the last time that something like this big and crazy happened in entertainment, when Disney bought Fox, and from what I understand, like what Disney bought from Fox, was like their movie stuff, but like their TV stuff, like kind of stayed by themselves. Like Disney didn't like they acquired some TV stuff, but not all of it. Which is why you see a lot more like news shows from Fox than like, rebooting old stuff like everyone else is, because they get more money from new stuff. Whereas Disney gets more of that money if they use old stuff. Like that's why they took so long to bring King of the Hill back. But from what I understand specifically with WB and Netflix, they're going for all of it. Like it's all of Warner Brothers that they're acquiring. Their movie studios, their TV stations,
video games, everything.
Yeah, video games. And also I just saw this news story that apparently that bid, like Netflix wasn't even considering the video game stuff. They were like, oh yeah, I guess we get that too. Like they weren't even like putting value in the video games, which makes me very afraid for, the potential or lack thereof new Batman games that they've been wanting to make. And Mortal Kombat.
It's crazy how much IP is under the Warner Brothers umbrella. Like, I mean, all of DC Comics.
That's
Cartoon
the thing that
Network.
gets me on edge.
Isn't CNN owned by them too?
Yes. Yes,
this
it is.
is CNN.
And so where this all kind of wraps back into professional wrestling is, AEW airs on TNT and TBS, and also on HBO Max, the place to watch HBO. And if they get acquired, and I don't know what happens to HBO Max if Netflix buys them. Does all that programming move to Netflix, or do they want to keep HBO Max as its own service and brand that, people can dump more money into? That's all a question, because if it goes the former and all that programming moves to Netflix, there is no way that TKO will put up with AEW being aired on the same service that WWE airs Raw.
Very interesting.
Like that is going to make wrestling so weird. It's going to make the ways we watch wrestling so weird and complicated.
And then I kind of think of the thing to where like it's a big thing because you are reaching, I guess in a way you're reaching, what's that, monopoly territory, to where like,
oh yeah,
they're going to have to keep these companies broken down and separated so they won't get looked at in that way or whatever. So HBO is probably going to have to stay a separate entity, but Netflix get to cherry pick all the programming and movies and stuff that they want to port over to Netflix.
Well, B-Rob, I think I don't know if you're considering that. What if there was just one big company? Then all our problems would be solved.
I said that one time, didn't I?
One big blob.
B-Rob, I think you're confused. Warner Brothers doesn't own Monopoly. That's Hasbro.
I knew you was going to say that.
Who owns Hasbro? It's got to be someone.
Who owns Bingo? Who makes the bingo cards? That's what I want to know.
Possibly us.
Bingo. Well, Disney owns Bingo because Bingo is Bluey's sister.
But what about the
that's for all the parents out there listening.
But what about the 90s classic Bingo, the dog? You don't remember that movie?
There's another Bingo dog?
Yeah.
I don't
Bingo
remember
was
that
his name. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting if Netflix ends up buying this and what will happen to AEW and WWE.
Make them fight it out.
Could you imagine if like we get a Forbidden Door? on Netflix.
Another invasion.
Sponsored by Netflix.
I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate it.
I would.
I mean, I would hate all the other ramifications, but I don't know. I want to see Kenny Omega versus Gunther.
Or the New Day versus the Young Bucks.
I don't know. That all doesn't. That doesn't. That's like,
Not
people
worth it for you?
like, we want another amalgam crossover with DC and Marvel. Like, it wasn't good the first time. We don't have to do it again.
Maybe we have to do it, Noah.
Which
Maybe
they're kind of doing that, but like not in the ways that they did the first time. They're doing it in a smarter way.
Yeah, Batman
The Marvel
Deadpool was
DC
good.
crossover.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know. It's scary. We live in scary times where companies wanting more.
This is not making the world we live in scary. It's not helping, but this is the scariest part.
This is one of the, yes, there are scary. Yes, B-Rob, there are scarier things, but this is definitely a symptom of all the scary things happening because of the voraciousness of companies trying to search for the infinite growth that does not exist. So they end up destroying other companies in order to gain that infinite growth. It's scary stuff, but
They could just get Blue Chew.
nah, that's for podcasts.
The infinite growth.
Anyways, we'll see what happens with that. That's still in talks. Again, like I said, we'll see if there is going to be like some kind of court case to determine whether or not that's legal, which, like B-Rob said, the president of the United States seems like he's in favor of it. So we'll see. But something else we'll see coming up after this little break is us talking about NXT Deadline and the standings of AEW's Continental Classic. See you in a sec.
And we're back. We got some things to talk about. Let's talk about a little bit of happenings over the past weekend, I believe, with NXT Deadline. Now, they had a whole bunch of things happen on this show or whatever, but I want to focus more so on the men's and the women's Iron Survivor and whatnot. Also, the main event of Obafemi versus Ricky, I'm about to say Starks, but
Ricky Spanks
for the NXT Championship. So let's hit up the women's Iron Survivor real quick. Anybody watch? Am I the only one?
So I did not watch it, but I saw a couple clips online and I heard very good things about especially the women's Iron Survivor.
And that seems to be the tale, right? So like War Games, people said the women's was better than the men's. Daggone Blood and Guts, people said the women's was better than the men's. Here we are with Deadline, Iron Survivor, the women's was better than the men's. Why do we think that is?
Because women are better than men.
Probably. You're right. You're probably right. I mean, Mrs. B-Rob just bought me big bling for my fingers and stuff, so that's cool.
He ain't lying, folks. She was showing us during the pre-show, and that thing is twinkling through the camera lens.
I don't think I could wear that to work, so I'm going to keep my original ring for everyday daily task, and when we go do something fancy, that's when I wear a big bling.
Yeah, that's when it's big boy B-Rob out on the town.
Yeah, and be like, I'm spoken for, bitches. Anyway,
it really seems like this Iron Survivor concept is much better than War Games.
Yes.
So how long until the main roster steals it?
Till they port it over?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I'm trying to think about Iron Survivor right now in my brain. And like, I only think it would work if they had more NXT presence. Like, so bring up some of these girls that they currently have on the roster right now. Because I'm pretty sure it will work, but I don't know how that would look with current main roster in a Iron Survivor right now in my brain. But it was a showing for Kendall Gray, and I'm going to just bury the lead here, and she won the Iron Survivor. And she is kicking ass. And if you don't know who Kendall Gray is, she is the current Evolve Women's Champion or whatever. She beat I forget her name, Armstrong. She the first crowned Evolve champion. She beat her to take the current spot. So yeah, they're high on Kendall Gray, and a lot of people in the Discord cowboy hat section is too.
I know I am not totally tapped into NXT these days, but it seems like she really came out of nowhere, and everything that I have seen from her is very good.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and she showed out, so she is very good. and they did the trope as to Iron Survivors of past. They get somebody ahead, and then they all tie at the same time, and it's kind of like a scramble toward the end to get that final pin to pull ahead to eke it out and whatnot. They also did the same thing in the men's match as well. Sol Ruka favoring the knee again throughout this match or whatever. It's something that was seeds that were laid previous to where she had a legit knee injury, had to vacate one of her titles. And they also played it up on the television, and they also played up again on this in the match. Also, Kalani Jordan being the desperate one in this match. She took a lot of the pins here from all the women's, and a lot of shenanigans ensue. So, they get put in the penalty box every time they get pinned. So people fighting in the penalty box, people diving off the penalty box and, creating offense and shit. So fun time. And I mean, it's not too much different that I could say for the men's match, but like Javon Evans and Leon Slater, they showed the fuck out. And Javon Evans would ultimately go ahead and win this thing and whatnot, which was kind of like, whatever, because he would go ahead and fight the winner of the men's match, which I will go ahead and just jump into real quick because I ain't really talking about nothing new. All I could say was these matches were fun, and you should take the time and at least watch the Iron Survivor portions of the show. But we have the main event of Ricky Starks versus Starks. Fucking it. That's his name, goddammit. Ricky Starks versus Obafemi. Ricky at the time, and I say that, was the NXT champion. He is no more. Obafemi beat his ass and took his title back. So, being the winner of the Iron Survivor for the men's, Javon Evans, he would go on to this past Tuesday night to face Obafemi for his NXT opportunity. And guess what? He lost.
So I was kind of surprised that Oba won here.
Yeah.
Just because they announced that the winner of that match would be wrestling Cody Rhodes at Saturday night's main event. And I just was like, oh, the two friends, they're going to wrestle.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it seemed like. But it would have been also, they kind of, put the thoughts in your head and whatnot. So they said whoever won out of Ricky and Oba would face Cody. So then they would immediately on Tuesday, right after they did the deadline match, put Javon Evans in the spot, and everybody is high on Javon Evans. You would think that Javon Evans might win. And if he did win, oh shit, now he's facing Cody Rhodes, So I like how they kind of played that up and whatnot. But, Javon Evans is still going to be on Saturday Night Main Event because I think they're taking on AJ and Dragon Lee. Or am I remembering that wrong?
That is correct.
Okay. Yeah, my memory works. I'm not that old. But yeah, they had some other stuff on this show, but I don't want to talk about that.
So do you think Javon Evans is getting called up soon? I mean, I know we've talked about it on this podcast. But
sooner rather than later.
Yeah, especially after losing this match. I feel like they got to push him up if they don't plan on keeping him around.
Do you guys think
that roster.
Trick Williams is getting called up?
Later rather than sooner.
It's dude, he's been getting called up forever.
It's been like 5 years. This I don't know what this company is so bad at this kind of thing. They just they turn people at the wrong time and they keep people in development for way too long.
But like you bring him up, what would you do with him immediately? I think that's kind of like the crux of the whole thing, right? Because we can slingshot all these people to the main roster, but what would we do with them immediately?
That's for them to figure out.
I mean, you could just easily have him answer like an Ilya open challenge.
Yeah,
And
we
then
said that before.
Gets him on the show, and then
Kind of like Lash Legend, huh?
you could put him back with Carmelo for a little bit now that he's babyface, and do like a babyface tag team with them again for a bit, just to get him introduced to the main roster. And then I don't know, SmackDown could use some baby faces.
Yeah, but I'd be remiss if I didn't reveal this bit of information for Noah. I think he likes this guy. Upon the conclusion of the title match between Oba and Javon Evans, there was someone that made a return, a thick bearded man bunned Tony D'Angelo, and he laid out Javon Evans, and he sprinkled black rose petals on him.
How long's he been gone?
A long time.
Did he get hurt?
I believe.
Okay.
He was
Tony D.
He was evading a mob hit, I guess.
Fair enough. Do they do anything with him? Is Stax still around doing stuff?
Stax is currently the TNA International Champion.
Okay. And Two Dimes has been gone for a long time, right?
Yeah, he is like no dimes.
Yeah. He don't got no dimes no more.
Nope.
We got no jobs, no dimes, and no
hope and no cash.
No hope, no cash. No hope, no dimes, no jobs.
Well, Cash is on AEW. He's part of FTR.
That's right.
Right.
And he does have guns, so at least he has.
Oh, yeah, he do. Mm-hmm. We the people.
Speaking of AEW, do we want to talk about what's going on over at the Continental Classic lately? This has been a good tournament.
That's the Continental Classic music.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. I just made it up.
Okay. Yeah, this has been interesting. This whole, Gold League and Blue League. I feel like it's a great roster of competition here.
Hell yes.
And it also feels like each match matters. Like they do a good job of presenting and making you understand what the stakes are for each match.
Stakes?
Yes, stakes. It's just been really excellent.
Yeah, what I do love is the no interference rule or whatever. So these have just been like straight up matches and everything without the. There's shenanigans, of course, but like there's like no pronounced shenanigans with like run-ins and all kinds of stuff like that.
Because like the ramifications for ringside interference for the Continental Classic isn't even like, oh, you're disqualified from the tournament. It's like straight up that person who perpetrated it, they are ejected from AEW. So it's like the biggest of consequences if you interfere with this tournament. So that's a cool thing to just because I think they even like teased that a little bit during, I think it was Mox versus Castagnoli, that Marino was ringside. And like the ref had like, no, you have to get out of here. Like you're not even allowed to be here. Like you have to go. So that's a cool little thing. And yeah, I heard I hadn't watched Collision this week. My job gets really busy around Christmas, so I've been pretty busy during the evenings. But I heard Takeshita and Moxley had a really good match in the Blue League on Collision. I believe Takeshita won that match. And he's 2-0 right now with 6 points, tied with Castagnoli at the top of the Blue League. And then over in the Gold League, the leaders are Okada and Kyle Fletcher, who are both 2-1, which, that's like all three, I believe, of the Don Callis family
at the top of the leaderboard
competitors are all at the top of the leaderboard. And I hadn't watched it yet, but Paul said that he watched Speedball Mike Bailey versus Kyle Fletcher.
I watched it twice.
Twice during this week's Dynamite. Yeah, how was that? It sounds cool.
My God. I'm already a mark for Mike Bailey or whatever. I've been talking about him for so long. He's been my pick for Wrestler of the Year. And he showed out here. He eked out the 3 points, and it wasn't like, predominant finish. It was like he survived by the skin of his teeth or whatever. And him and Kyle Fletcher, they put on a clinic. Kyle Fletcher is a bona fide star. if I had my way, I would put him as the overall winner of the Continental Classic.
Really? Oh,
yes. Wow. I mean, this match was fucking amazing. I mean, it is a contender for match of the year.
Dang. Yeah, I'll definitely have to go and watch that.
We can watch it after this if you want to.
Well, I've got other things to watch. That for people who are listening to this after everyone's listening to this after the fact. We're recording this on Thursday night, and right after we're done recording this, I'm going to watch the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley's birthday. So I've got other things to watch. But I think that there are obvious, lines to draw in this tournament. What with, the death, multiple members of the Death Riders and multiple members of the Don Callis family all competing in this tournament. But for your sake, B-Rob, I'm sure a big match to watch out for will be the eventual collision of Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey.
Yeah,
I'm sure that match will be very interesting.
I'm interested to see how they mix it up and whatnot. But another thing that we got to talk about as well, Darby Allin was in this tournament and he was not medically cleared to continue. Yeah. So he was replaced by Jack Perry. Now, this past Wednesday, Jack Perry went up against Okada. And boy, this was a good ass match too.
It was. Yeah, I did see this match. And yeah, a lot of really great, especially the finish, just a lot of really great reversals.
And let me tell you, Jack Perry bit that man dick.
He certainly did.
He bit that man penis.
Did do that.
He bit his groin. He bit his crotch. He bit his glizzy.
But Okada ended up winning that match. So Jack Perry's 0-2 was with no points at the bottom of the card of the Gold League. But that match did end with the Don Callis family
trying to court him. Yeah,
trying to court Jack Perry. And then Luchasaurus and the Bucks came out to support them. So you got that, pairing of the Bucks and Jurassic Express opposing themselves against the Don Callis family. So
and I had
cool storylines happening.
Yeah, I had one thing about the Okada Perry match. They did the spot in the corner where Okada usually jumps up and drop kicks somebody in the chest, and they kind of tumble out to the apron side or whatever. Well, they did it again, but Jack Perry was facing away, his front was facing toward the outside of the ring, toward the ground. So Okada jumped up and drop kicked this dude, and he went over the freaking post. And I thought this dude was going to go face first into the ground, but the goddamn camera guy, or the grip, the cord cable guy, caught Jack Perry. I was like, yo.
Yeah.
That shit was wild, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy production stuff in that. During the women's match that night, for the, to crown the women's tag team champions, which was the, what do they call themselves? The
Babes of Wrath.
Yeah, Babes of Wrath. Toni Storm took a kick to the outside. She dove, under the ropes and really almost face planted into the camera. There's a lot of crazy production stuff like that on that episode.
Yeah, congratulations, Willow and Harley Cameron.
Yeah, and
the first ever women's tag team champions of AEW.
I had a feeling that this is where this was going to go, because this also presents interesting story implications to Toni Storm, because the whole reason why she even teamed up with Mina in the first place to pursue the tag team titles was because I feel like it's kind of leading into the story of Toni Storm doesn't see worth in herself unless she has a title. So I feel like she's going to, kind of spiral out of control with, Mina being a consequence of it.
Mm-hmm.
So neat stories, neat stuff happening.
Yep.
Well, was there anything else we wanted to talk about? B-Rob, did you want to talk any about Supercard of Honor?
Oh, yeah. That happened.
Yeah.
Real quick, let me pull it up, because it was good, because spoilers, surprise, Athena is still the champion.
What?
She is now eclipsed 3 years as ROH Women's Champion.
Jeez. Which, and who was she Who was she facing on Supercard?
She went up again. Goddamn, I watched the shit and I can't even remember. I gotta look at this shit. It was a good match though. Let me get it. Sorry, I should have been well prepared. I was entrenched in our conversation. Here we are. Athena. Where are you? Oh, Persephone from CML.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Megan
Penelope
Bates.
Ford.
Penelope
Yeah.
Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's favorite.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that's another lady with tremendous upside or whatever. I believe they're going to prime her for the CMLL championship, which I forget who holds that. Mercedes. She holds that currently. She amongst all the other women's belts in the fucking world of professional wrestling. But Persephone is amazing. Her and Athena had a great match, and I would highly recommend, if you have the means to acquire said festivities, final battle, watch it. Also, there was a Lee Moriarty versus Nigel McGuinness for the ROH Pure title. And this was a great match as well. And there was some significance to this match because it was under Pure rules. And Nigel McGuinness, in his entrance, he came out with the original ROH Pure title.
Oh.
And because I think he was the last one to.
Does he technically still have ownership of that?
Yeah, well, physically, yes. Well, not anymore, because after this barn burner or whatever, Lee Moriarty eked out the win, and Nigel McGuinness passed the original ROH Pure title to him and everything.
That's cool.
And it was a cool ass moment.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And now Lee Moriarty is 2-0 against Nigel McGuinness. And another match worth seeing. And Mercedes went up against Red Velvet, which it was cool because Red Velvet got her opportunity to get her title back. So for those who don't know, Red Velvet was the ROH Women's Television Champion. She got injured, had to vacate the title, and they did like a little tournament to crown a interim ROH Women's TV title holder. Mina Shirakawa won that. Mercedes beat Mina, making her the interim. Red Velvet came back from injury. They had a match to where Mercedes beat Red Velvet to become the undisputed TV champion. And this was her rematch to reclaim her title. And Red Velvet beat Mercedes to get her belt back. And it was a great match.
Oh, yeah.
This whole ROH show was good, man. I if you got the time, there's so much wrestling in the world, but if you can squeeze a couple minutes in for this card, it'll be worth your time. I guarantee it.
Yeah, I'll have to go over to your house to watch it.
Yes. You come on over. Ricochet had a match on there. He defended his new AEW title over there.
Oh.
Fun stuff.
Oh, yeah, the national title? Question mark?
Yeah, the AEW title.
Yeah, yeah.
Hechicero was there.
Oh,
Twice.
I love Hechicero.
He was there twice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, fun times. Watch it when you get a minute. Come over to my house. We can do it.
Well, before I head over to B. Rob's house, why don't we head into another break? And when we come back, we will talk about a celebration and also grievances of John Cena. Be right back.
Rabadoo! We're back and ready to talk some WWE. We're going to preview the upcoming Saturday night's main event, but before we get into that, why don't we talk about Raw? I did watch that this week. There's a couple takeaways. I think the biggest news is
that you scared the shit out of me in your intro.
The biggest news is that the Usos are back.
The Usos? Is that what?
Yeah.
Wait,
The Usos.
is that just a fun way to say that, or were they called that at some point?
Yeah, by Kody.
They were called that by Bret Hart.
Okay.
Bret Hart, famous for flubbing things.
I don't remember if it was their debut or just like very, very early days of the Usos. And Bret Hart was like a guest host or something. And he
Like when they
Usos.
still had like tribal paint on their face.
No,
and
like
I think
everything.
it might
before
even be
that.
Before that.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
no, like when they were just like wearing like sweater vests and baggy jeans and had Tamina with them.
Yeah, and their whole gimmick was, we're not your typical Samoans, and they became typical Samoans after that.
Yep. But anyway, yeah. Jimmy and Jey Uso came out after AJ Lee, that is AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, successfully defended their tag titles. And the New Day got in the ring, and there was a standoff with these teams, and the Usos said that they're back in the tag division. And, you know, Jay was talking about how he kind of lost his way and was taking L after L, and they need to get back to their winning ways. And I thought it was like a very, very good promo from both Usos. And it really seems like Jay he's so much better with his brother by his side.
Like even in promos.
Yeah, like it just seems like it's like a confidence thing or something that he gets by having his brother with him. I don't know, but this was on the mic, Jey Uso's best promo in a long time.
Yeah, because they feed off of each other, whatever. I can remember their first tag title win. When they won, they didn't even like go for the belts. They went for each other, and the referee had to give them the title so they can celebrate and shit. You know, I mean, the bond is strong, and I believe they just really feed off each other, like how you were saying.
Yeah, no, they're great together. And although we've seen the Usos in the New Day a bajillion times, I don't hate the idea of running that back one more time. And yeah, for people that are getting sick of the eating, I think this is a nice, detour for a little bit.
I mean, he did eat with a young child in the crowd before he came down.
Yeah, I mean, well, he'll still eat. I mean, that's the thing is, even the Usos theme song, it's the same as Jay's theme song. Yeah. So like they can still do it. They'll just
but hopefully
do it
there will
now.
be less like, I feel like the
mid-match.
Yeah, the mid-match yeet at War Games specifically, I feel like was like the straw that broke the camel's back on like, okay, even for people who love this thing, this is a bit much.
And then the other big story throughout the night was LA Knight.
Yeah.
He came out after Logan Paul attacked Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio was scheduled to have a match with Finn Balor. Logan Paul came out and beat the shit out of him, hit him with the brass knucks. And then LA Knight came out, which I thought, LA Knight's kind of a dick. Why did he wait till Rey got like destroyed?
He didn't know. He was in catering.
He didn't try saving him? I don't know. He cut a promo on Logan Paul, and this actually led to an impromptu main event match of Logan Paul versus LA Knight.
Yeah.
Which, again, say what you will about Logan Paul, which you can say a lot. But the man is committed. He's especially as of lately, as far as going all in on wrestling. The fact that
Wrong
he's
company.
The fact that he's, wrestling on weekly television and, in unannounced matches like this, like he's a pro wrestler. He's a regular person on the roster, unlike Roman Reigns, who just doesn't do this kind of thing anymore. It's crazy. But anyway, the big closing angle of the show was after this match where LA Knight got his shit pushed in the back by Bronson Reed and Logan Paul, and he hit or he got hit with a tsunami on top of a car, which the last person to get destroyed on top of a car ended up in AEW. So
And
we'll
Braun
see what
did
happens
it, didn't he?
with. Yeah, it was Braun Breaker to Ricochet, but I don't know. It was interesting that this was like the big closing angle, and it definitely felt like a write-off of sorts. But who knows? Maybe LA Knight will be back next week. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then the opening segment of Raw, to go backwards a little bit, was a promo from Gunther, which I thought was pretty solid to sell the match between him and Cena. But so disappointing at the same time. And that leads us into like our final topic for the night. And that is the fact that John Cena's career is coming to an end this weekend. WWE Saturday Night's main event. He is wrestling Gunther in his farewell match. We'll obviously talk about that next week, but up until this point, how do we feel about the John Cena farewell tour?
That it's a great way to open a show.
Absolutely not.
Well,
no. That's the thing. That's been the big topic
decision.
It's a big topic of discussion all week. There's been reports on both ends, but talks of, is John Cena versus Gunther going to open Saturday Night's main event, or is it going to close Saturday Night's main event?
well, didn't he say that's what it was going to be?
No, I see. That's the thing. So all Cena said was that he wanted this night to
Not be so
showcase,
much,
the future of WWE and not be just a giant tribute show to him.'t okay, sure, cool. People are misinterpreting what he said to be that he was going to like open the show. He said on Jimmy Kimmel that he was like, I think I'm going to close this one, because Kimmel made a joke about like, oh, like you're going to go to bed early that night or something like that, and he was like, no, I think I'm going to close this one. But then, people like Brian Alvarez are saying that no, he wants to open the show. It's going to open the show. That is an asinine decision. If that's what happens, there's no saving this company. Why on earth would you do that? Why would you ever put the rest of this young talent that supposedly Cena and everybody else wants to showcase in that compromising position?
Yeah. Follow that, guys. Like, that's impossible.
What, like, whoever goes on next, like if Sol Ruka and Bailey have to go out there after John Cena fucking wrestles his last match, you're going to hear someone farting in the bathroom when it happens, because the crowd is not going to give shit.
You're going to smell Noah's pie in the refrigerator.
Oh,
like,
man, that pie's cold.
It's insane. Plus, you're just going to kill your viewership, because most people are tuning into this to see John Cena's last match. Why would you ever give them that right away and then give them the ability to just turn the program off? There's a reason that like the top of the card is the last match. The draw, the main event is the last match. So it gets people to tune in and watch the whole show because they want to see the main event.
This has been my issue with like the way that all companies have been booking their weekly TV lately. It feels like the most interesting thing happens at the beginning of the show, and then it'll be like a moderately interesting thing happening at the end, but not what I would regularly expect to be like the main event of a show. And I feel like they decided to do that here with their, kind of sub PLE situation, but also, like you've been saying, this is John Cena's final match of his career, allegedly.
Right. It's John Cena we're talking about. This, like, it's baffling. If this match opens the show, that's insane.
In the membrane.
So it better close, and although, fuck, if it opens, I mean, I guess that is just the cherry on top of a horrific retirement tour, because this entire thing has been botched from the start. It's mind blowing.
And like they've tried to correct course, but also stumbled over the corrections as well.
Look, again, say what you will about Vincent Kennedy McMahon, and you can say a lot. But I think one thing I can say is that if he was in charge right now, he would not have fumbled this John Cena retirement tour as badly as Triple H has.
I don't know. I feel like he would have found a way.
I
probably would have saw a Bull Buchanan.
Here's the thing. That dude, Vince McMahon, loves John Cena. I refuse to believe Triple H even likes John Cena. Back when they were both competing to be the top guy in the business, Triple H very much did not like John Cena. I mean, the dude has made a lot of this retirement tour about himself. Cena's last night in Boston opened with fucking Triple H in the ring. Like, it's insane. There's been some very, very good highs during this retirement tour. Don't get me wrong. One of my favorite matches of all time was John Cena versus AJ Styles this year. The heel turn itself, that moment was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The stuff he did in Boston with Dominic, like, there's been some cool moments, but there's been so many wasted dates. The heel run, I should say, ended up being a disaster. They wasted so much time on stuff with like R-Truth. It was just baffling. And Cena's been, doing the interview circuit. He was interviewed with Chris Van Vliet. He was on Joe Rogan's podcast. He did like a WWE sit down. Like, he's been everywhere promoting this final match, which, as he should. But in that, he's not answered a lot of questions and has answered a lot of questions, and even said that he originally pitched to WWE doing like, I think he said like 200
something days. Yeah.
And they were like, nah, just 30 or whatever. It's like, what? Are you stupid?
Well, from the other end, it might have been, yeah, I'll do 200. Because think about it, I'll do 200 something dates if you give me all the money that I request. Well, I was like, that's a lot of money.
John fucking Cena. Give him all the money he requests. Are you kidding me?
Well, yeah, but
this dude kept this company alive for like a decade plus.
But now he's leaving.
Okay, yeah. Pay the man. Who cares? It's just
we can say it when it's not our money, but yeah, I agree with you.
This is a $1 billion company.
Yeah, for them, not for him.
It's just it's so sad, and I don't know. Cena's also a very weird person, which has come very apparent in these interviews, and all of his weird non-answers and robotic corporate stooge stuff, and his weird love for Vince McMahon that has stood the test of time. But that being said, he really is one of the greatest of all time and deserved so much better this year.
Yeah, what a weird way to handle all that.
Yeah. But I do look forward to Saturday night's main event. It's not just Cena. It is the future superstars versus the current superstars. Bayley and Sol Ruka are having a match. B-Rob alluded to it earlier, but Javon Evans and
Leon Slater.
Thank you. I almost said Heath Slater.
That'd been
Leon
good too.
Slater versus the current Raw World Tag Team Champions, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. And we've got Obafemi versus Cody Rhodes, the NXT champion versus the WWE champion. Is there one more match? I feel like there's one more match. Am I missing something?
I can't recall.
I mean, they've only got 2 hours. How many matches can there be?
All of them.
I did hear that they were going to do an overrun, though.
As they should, because it should close with John Cena versus Gunther, and they should go as long as possible, as long as needed, and let Cena talk and do whatever he wants. It's John fucking Cena. Okay, I'm sorry. There are only 4 matches. Those are all of them. I did read today, though, that reports indicate that CM Punk is scheduled to appear, which very may well just be,
tip of the hat.
Yeah, like I'd be shocked if there's not some kind of, after the Cena match, everyone comes out on the apron or comes into the ring and
or they can pull
celebrates.
Or they can pull a Great Muta.
What does that mean?
So Great Muta retired not too long ago, and for his last match, much like John Cena, he had Tetsuya Naito. He's like, all right, you're gonna be my last match. We're gonna put on the big show and everything, and we'll be in the main event, and we'll end my career. Correct? So went out. They did the match. Naito beat him. Naito leave, give the man the floor so he can do his speech and everything. And he would go on to call in his greatest rival of his career and have another impromptu match.
Oh my God, Edge is going to come out, isn't he? Oh my God. Dude, Vince McMahon's coming out.
No,
and then
fuck,
Edge is
no.
going to come out with a briefcase and hand it to him, and
that's funny.
They're going to recreate New Year's Revolution 2006 or 5. I don't remember. Anyway,
that would be also funny.
And then there's going to be a little casket in the ring, and they're like, "You thought Larry died, but he's back."
What the fuck?
Don't have to be sad anymore, CM Punk.
All right, but official predictions: who wins the match?
Gunther.
Gunther?
Yeah, it's got to be, right?
Mm-hmm. Cena is, like, say what you will about him, he always puts people over. So
yeah, well,
not always, but
majority of the time, right?
I mean, yeah, especially more recently. I mean, fuck, he put over Austin Theory and Solo Sikoa.
Of the guys of his caliber, he puts the amount of times he's put people over versus not is much more favorable to him.
Yeah,
sure. Just don't ask Wade Barrett.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be Gunther. And I've seen a lot of people, too, saying that, like, this is a disappointing last match for Cena. Or
no, it's not.
Gunther doesn't need this or anything like that. And it's
yes, he does.
I disagree. I mean, Gunther he's established and he's very good, but it just helps build him up more. I mean,
this is the same thing that built Brock Lesnar when he returned.
Yeah, right. I mean, like, people criticize him ending the streak all the time, and it's like, did he really need that? I don't know, but he went on to do big box office after that and was a very big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this could be that for Gunther, and I do think it is very cool that he retired Goldberg at Saturday Night's main event, and now he's going to retire Cena, and like,
and presumably AJ Styles next year. That'd be cool.
Why not have him retire Rey Mysterio too, and maybe Orton eventually? Like, that could be his thing, and that's totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's believable, and it works for a guy like Gunther.
Mm-hmm. Also, in the realm of retirements, January 4th, Wrestle Kingdom 20 will be the last match of Hiroshi Tanahashi. As we record on a Thursday night, there is 24 days left in this man's career.
I'm going to go to B-Rod's house
against John Cena.
That would be amazing. I wanted it so bad. I wanted it so bad. They went to Japan. They did a super show in Japan, and I was like, you're in the same country. Please.
Cena keeps saying that this is his last
WWE
match in WWE. I don't know. What if? That's not happening. Cena also revealed in one of his interviews this week that he just signed a 5-year deal with WWE to be like Legends ambassador.
Yeah. He's been doing that a lot too. So. Yeah, he's been doing that a lot as well too. He's been popping up at people's seminars and training camps and shit, and giving seminars and talking to the talent and giving them tips and all kinds of stuff like that. I think him, Bailey, and some other people went to somebody's Fed and did some training stuff with him.
One last thing I'll say about the match itself before it happens this Saturday is that I do hope it's a good match and it's an actual match.
Yeah.
And like, I don't want a WrestlePalooza repeat. Like, I don't need Gunther to go out there and just kill John Cena. Like,
and
it's just not worth it.
And I do want Javon Evans and Leon Slater to beat AJ and Dragon Lee.
Oh, sure. Yeah. The other matches, sure. Yeah. I'm sure a couple of the young stars will win, but I'm sure Kody will win his match.
Yeah. Kody ain't putting Oba over.
But I just hope Cena and Gunther go out there and have a classic, and I hope it delivers.
Send that man home happy.
His last match.
Yeah. Well,
Noah, send all of our listeners home happy, won't you?
Yeah. I guess we'll see what happens with John Cena, and we'll be back to talk about it. But as far as this week goes, we didn't get all of it. But we'll try again next week. Folks, subscribe to Didn't Get All of It wherever you get your podcasts. Write us a review, and if you really like the show, tell your friends, post about us, and consider joining us on Patreon at patreon.com/fatal4pod. That's Fatal FOUR pod. For only $3 a month, you get ad-free episodes and full access to exclusive Discord where stuff is happening all the time. Your support goes a long way, so thank you for subscribing, reviewing, and joining the Patreon if you have or are going to. Again, that's fatal4pod.com. And as for myself and the rest of the Fatal Four here, we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
You've been listening to a Fatal 4 podcast. Subscribe today wherever you get your podcasts and visit fatal4pod.com for more episodes, merchandise, and info on the Patreon.